Hello YouTube. Alright, so what I have up today is what I do for my yearly maintenance on one of my carry guns. This happens to be a Gen 4 Glock 19, and every year, regardless of what I've done previously, the month before that, whatever it might be, for maintenance, every year on the month of my birthday, what I'll do is I'll replace the magazine, the ammunition, the recoil spring, the trigger return spring. This year, just kind of how it's working out, I'm having issues with my magazine release. It seems like would be the issue. Where if I have a Glock 17 mag, it'll over insert. Now, I never had that issue before. Haven't really had that issue on other Glock 19s, but I know this one specifically. When I was first shooting a lot, I would almost exclusively use Glock 17 mags in this, and it looks like that has worn down the magazine release. So, excluding the cost of the magazine release, if you include the magazine, which is $20, the ammunition, which comes out to about $7. I know you can't buy 15 rounds of ammunition, but regardless, $7 for that, $12 for the recoil spring, and $2 for the trigger return spring. So you're looking at about $41 for this right here to do a yearly maintenance. And it's really not a lot for the peace of mind. The magazine release is $4, so that's an added cost this year. Now, as far as the gun is concerned itself, before we even get to that, what I'll actually do is take a look at the holster, and make sure that the snaps are working. I get it, I'm using this all the time, but this is actually a time to kind of slow it down and methodically look it over, make sure that everything's okay with it. Maybe if there's some built up lint in there, what I'm going to do is go through and just kind of with an air duster or Clorox wipe and clean it off. Also, I like using the Clorox wipe on the outside just because I figure over time all that nastiness from your body is building up on it. But make sure the snaps work and everything. Make sure they're not getting to the point where they need to be replaced. Sometimes they do. The gun, what I'll do is this magazine that came out of the gun with the ammunition is, after I maintenance everything, I'll go with this magazine and put it in the gun at the range and fire all 15 rounds. Make sure that the mag and the ammo worked. If you have any sort of issues like that where they don't, then you know that you're definitely exceeding its time, like its time limit. The gun, what I'll do is I'll go through and I'm going to detail clean it. Normally I just field strip it. It should just be that, and that. And I'll normally do that every about 1,000 or so rounds. You can see there's still some oil left in there. But I'll usually do that about every 1,000 or so left rounds. And then once a year is when I'll actually take the pins out and pull everything apart. Take everything apart outside of the slide, or sorry, from inside the slide, and detail clean everything, and of course inspect everything as I'm cleaning it. Starting to build up a little bit of rust on that rear sight. Seems like the only thing that I really ever have rust up on the Glocks are the rear sights, and the excess big dots, whatever kind of finish that they use, seems like it lasts the longest, for whatever that's worth. So yeah, I'm not gonna detail strip that on this video because I know that there are tons of better videos than what I could ever make on cleaning a Glock 19. There's probably hundreds of them that are better than whatever I could make. So, but I just want to go through and a real quick recap. So every year it costs me about $41 So less than $50 to do a full maintenance on the gun. I guess if you want to include the cost of patches, which is really just used shirts and stuff at this point for me. If you want to include the cost of the oil and everything, it's about $50 to fully clean and maintain your carry weapon, and that's an important thing. Now, some guns, you know, Smith and Wesson or whatever it might be, depending on what parts they are, it might be cheaper or it might be more expensive, but around $50 a year to have that peace of mind that my gun will work, God forbid, if I need it. Alright, you guys have a safe day. I got some cleaning and work to do.